now beaming into NerdFT Radio.
This is NerdFT Radio, where nerds full-time, explorers of the metaverse, surfers of the blockchain, and not in our mom's basement. I'm your host, RSG, aka the Dog Guy, and I'm here with Crypto Crier, aka the new stream guy. Are you
new
stream more?
guy?
You're streaming a lot more now. You're
Getting into it, man.
You're
I've been
getting
doing more
in.
TA now, not gaming stuff. I was doing the technical analysis stuff. But
Sir, that is streaming. You're on Twitch streaming.
That's right.
You're on.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right, Crier.
So you're a
how
dog
are you?
Guy. What happened?
Dude. Crazy. Let's say 3 days. So last week, let's say a week, but then the last 3 days, it got a little serious. So last week I had a meeting in my in real life job. Yes, I have one of those. It is the bear market. And we had a Zoom call and we were just talking about like my boss made a funny joke about some group, like the neighborhood Facebook group that everyone joins, like the HOA one. And he had a funny comment. Then out of nowhere, one of my coworkers, she actually lives in Texas, goes, "Hey, there's a situation like that too, and mine wasn't a joke." And then she just picks up a dog, like a small little black dog, and goes, "Look at what I had to like rescue. I found it in the neighborhood dog park. It's been there for 4 days by the person at the front of the model homes. The person that's like the salesperson was like, hey, I almost said the name, I almost doxed the person. Hey, coworker, we know that you have dogs. Can you come? Do you have any dog food?" And he's, "Oh, I have a puppy food." And I was like, "No, I have dog food. Like and he's like, it needs food. Come over here." And she went over there, and instead of them setting into the pound, "I'll take it." And which led to showing the dog on Skype, on Zoom. What I said, Skype. Wow. On Zoom. And my other coworker goes, "Who would love a dog? Mateo, RSG." And I'm like, "Oh no." I'm like, "You can send the pictures." I sent one picture to the girlfriend.
Done.
4 days later, booked a flight. And at 6:15 a.m., I got on a flight to Texas, to San Antonio. And at 12:20, I was back in Orlando with a dog. At the same day.
The round trip or
recording. I literally was dying laughing. It was the same plane too. I flew there, got off, got the dog, came back, same flight. So same plane.
That's funny.
So everyone was making fun of me. "Oh, you got the dog this time," because everyone was asking, "Where's the dog?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to get it. I don't really have it right now. I have a box." But enough about me. Enough about I was literally carrying an empty box, and everyone was like, "Where's the dog?"
Where's
I'm like,
the dog?
"It's not there anymore."
Gone.
But just to let you guys all know, the name of the dog is the one, the only.
You let you name
Luffy. Luffy. Actually, Carolina was like, "That's a great name. I really like it." And everyone's loving it at the house. My parents came up, everything like that. But enough about me and Luffy, even though I can talk about him all day long. He bites so hard. Yeah. But
welcome to being a puppy owner.
Yeah, he just sharp
gets
teeth.
toes. I'm gonna wreck them toes.
Oh yeah. But let's go into it. We got some news. Last week we had an episode with a guest, by the way. We also did a little live stream, you and I, which was actually a lot of fun. That was awesome. Yeah, playing, really what's the game? It was Wildcard. It was super fun. I got a hang of it at the end. I will say I was pretty crappy at the beginning, but then I got the gist of it. Let's say that. But we're definitely going to have them on the podcast very soon. Right?
They'll be here on the next, they'll be on the 5th. So we'll record on the 5th.
Awesome.
Released on the 6th. But yeah, there will be, he was the co-creator of Age of Empires and Words with Friends. So pretty robust repertoire of gaming are there.
Hey, listen, out of all the games, honestly, all the games that you and I have played Web3 based, like that was not bad. That was pretty good. Obviously, kinks and...
It was alpha, so it's like a little rough.
A little, but hey,
if you overall, call that rough, then gameplay was very good though. I definitely thought it was entertaining. You could see how with more characters and more
it would be
strategy behind it, instead of playing the same two characters every time, would be a huge benefit. Different maps, I'm sure, as well. I think it'd be cool.
Oh, that'd be cool. I didn't think of that, but yeah. No, we'll save that for the next episode that we can talk with Finn and just go dive into the actual game and all that good stuff. I know we'll be doing some cool little giveaways in the Discord. You got to join the NRN Discord. Remember, head over to the NRN Twitter, join the Discord, hang out, talk all the things. You'll see a lot of dog pictures. All right, but since we were not able to talk so much about the metaverse and everything going on in the NFT space, the crypto space, the blockchain space, let's dive into what's happened the last week. Bad news or good news, Crier? Which one you want first?
Let's do bad.
Bad news. Disney said, screw the metaverse. So they had
Clean
massive
house.
layoffs. 7,000 employees, unfortunately, were laid off from Disney. And in that 7,000, there was 50, which included the whole metaverse team department at Disney, which was 50 employees, and they're gone.
Toast.
Burnt
toast.
Fiend. Burnt toast. We'll talk about that later. But
that.
That's what's going on over on the Disney side. I will say that we did see a little bit on this side with Facebook. We talked a little bit about that, pretty much
Facebook
like Zucks. Let's go towards AI now. Like a lot of these companies, they're seeing AI and it's booming and it's easier to use. I know you have used it with some people and then they start getting it. They're like, holy crap. I know on my side, I've showed some coworkers, and once I show them, they're like, oh, I know my dad in his job. He was telling me this weekend, he's showed them everything like that. They didn't believe it until I literally put it in a conference room, showed it up, and they were just asking questions, and I was putting it in. They're like, "Oh, what about this? Answer. What about answer? What about answer?" And they were just like, at the end of it, they just couldn't like beat it.
Couldn't combat it anymore.
They couldn't combat it anymore. So they're like, you know what, you're right. So a lot of these companies, it does seem like they're cutting a little thin at the moment because a lot of these companies, they follow the hype, and the hype now, unfortunately, isn't on this side. But remember, there is those rumors of Amazon.
Still the backbone.
Yeah.
It'll still be the backbone of AI, I'm sure, in the future.
Exactly. We're still there. We're still rolling. But Crier, how do you feel about Disney doing this? Do you think they're completely done, or is this just like at the moment we're just?
I think everyone's just buckling down for like recession / yeah. Everyone, interest rates are going crazy, stagnation a little bit there. Metaverse,
the US dollar
Meta
is dying.
Yeah, Metaverse canned everybody. Disney's canning everybody. I think Amazon canned some people. It's just happening, and then they're the first ones to get the boot because it's in a growth area, and they're gonna go down to their business models of what works and what produces money, and those are the people that are important, that are going to stay. Stuff that's not producing money and research development is going to go to the wayside. I don't think it's anything. I still think the ones that are going to be most successful in this field are going to be new companies, not old companies still. So.
Or just allow these new companies to build, and then we'll see acquisitions probably later down with the necessary resources, necessary networks to go ahead and just blast these IPs, brands, all these stuff into 100%. Next levels we haven't seen just yet. But again, remember, for all the people worrying, remember, we said this about Coinbase NFT marketplace, but I think Amazon has a better ring to it. It's a little bigger. Coinbase is, by the way, the U.S. government selling Bitcoin through Coinbase, a little bullish, right? Just a little bullish on Coinbase. Just saying. Just
selling 1.8 billion?
Something like that. That's bullish.
Worth of free Bitcoins that they got from the Silk Road.
Good Lord.
Insane.
Just wild. U.S. government. We're gonna get a podcast shadow banned at one point once we start talking about this. But let's talk.
I'm down.
Yeah, you're down. Can we talk about that, Crier? So you're literally shadow banned on Twitter now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
I'll tell you. You're like, screw the government. That's why. What do you mean?
I thought Elon
was supposed to. He's supposed to be decentralized. He's supposed to help out. What's going on here? Maybe. Hey, listen. When he bought the company, it was $44 billion. Now he's telling people it's $20 billion. Obviously, he needs to get some funds from somewhere, and if you ask me, he's probably getting from the U.S. government now, and they're specifically going after Crypto Crier, the guy that literally announces about crypto. That's what's going on that side. But all right, Crier, we talked about the bad. I did say we had at least a little bit of good news. So you want to hear that now?
Let's hear it.
All right. We've talked about this before, but it's officially out now. Ticketmaster now is allowing NFT sales. What does this mean? So these NFT tickets actually have utility. The utilities will be special access to concert and ticket events, early access to ticket sales, less competitive during ticket buying process. Okay, that one's pretty cool. And exclusive pre-sales for additional shows. Again, pretty cool, but to be honest, that could have been done with a membership for $5 or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
But
I think it's also going like specifically to artists who've created like NFT features. So like the first one was Avenged Sevenfold. There was like a token gated ticket sale for the New York and Los Angeles shows, and they already had a Death Bat NFT or whatever. So like they were part of the community. They got first access to do stuff like that. I think it's great. I would like to see how many fees are still on these things. Because
Ticketmasters,
they're literally the worst.
And
if there's any
monopoly,
company that needs to be like crushed by NFTs, it's Ticketmaster. You don't need to pay 60% of the ticket value in fees for literally no reason. I print it out myself. You got to pay $10 to print it yourself. It's like absurd to me. But yeah, I think it's cool. I still think there will be a better ticketing option. There is so many more better ticketing options already. Yeah. We've seen like token proof is incredibly strong and very cool. There's just a ton of them. I've used like so many ticketing.
Let me ask you really quick. When are the rumors going to pop up that Ticketmaster is now buying token proof?
Oh, something like that. Oh yeah, ticket proof. No, token proof.
No, token proof. I'm crazy over here. Yeah, token proof.
I definitely think they've probably already bought something along those lines. If they've got an NFT,
right?
Like if they have something that's like working these token gated things, I doubt they developed their own thing. I'm sure they did some sort of purchase or some sort of back end like infrastructure buy. But Ticketmaster coming in, it's kind of I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think it's cool for NFTs in general. Again, like the fans are getting rewarded, but again, like Avenged Sevenfold could probably have made their own platform and sold their own tickets to. That's the power of these things.
To hire and do a lot of more people, but
yeah, I know, but we could use like Manifold to fire up a ERC 20 contract and have tickets. That's not that hard.
You're not wrong, but they don't know these things. That's the thing. It's a lot.
I know, but I'm saying like these. That's where I think these are headed more so. Once they actually see the power of it, and they're like, oh wow, like why am I paying? I'm sure they're paying an astronomical amount of money to Ticketmaster, or they get a lot of. They're a middleman. Like they don't really need to exist. So I definitely think that's a cool novelty. They're getting into it, but realistically, the longer these things play out, the more likely that they are redundant, right? I feel.
No, that definitely makes sense. How I look at it, when I say the name Ticketmaster, when I say the name Disney, Amazon, any of these Apple, any of these massive companies, more of the sense for me, it's like the leaders of companies are trying NFTs, are something trying new. The blockchain, something new, which will lead to all the other smaller, if not same level companies to at least have their ears perk up and be like, should we be looking at this as well?
Live Nation and everything's going to be like starting to be like, oh shit, now we need to do that too, because
hopefully that opens the gate to understanding how this could literally change the game, function, the benefits, maybe even the negatives of it, all the things, so that they can understand how to maneuver and if that's something they want to go ahead and do. And when you do see, as much as we don't want to say, is you as well as myself and all the people I try to get a Taylor Swift concert ticket hate Ticketmaster, obviously don't want to say like they're the number one, but they are. But that could lead to all the smaller ones again following that path and making a better process and all that. Now let me ask you, imagine all these people I try to get those Taylor Swift tickets. Imagine a Taylor Swift dropping them on Ethereum before the upgrade. How much gas would be on the drop of that? It would break everything.
Sure.
Like, it'd be wild. I know Carolina, the girlfriend, she was furious when she missed those tickets, and all she watches is TikToks of the people going to Taylor Swift. I'm like, golly. Maybe that's how I feel. That's how I feel about I don't know, Red Sox game. By the way, the Red Sox are 2-1. Thank you very much. Did want to mention that. Baseball's back. The pitch clock is back. Never mind. We'll talk about it on another podcast. Didn't we have a sports podcast at NRN? Where'd that go? I don't know.
We're Max. Fired.
Where did that go? Fired. All right. One other thing I do want to talk about, and it's a sore topic in the world of NRN. And when I saw Doodles, I did have to mention it because it did go live, and your boy RSG, he pulled a little. He pulled pretty good stuff. I got the luck. I got the magic touch. Something's going on. By the way, wild to me. Like the process, smooth. Congrats. Awesome job. Took a little bit, probably a month
extra
late. But what blows
I'd rather
my
be
mind,
late than I'd rather them just not say when it's coming out and just release it when it's released.
Exactly.
And then have just a good experience. Don't make false promises.
Good experience. If you had one Genesis box, I'll say that. But if you had 2 or 3 or 1,500, you had to pay gas for every single. I think Pratsy's still opening.
Pranksy.
They're still opening packages right now.
Yeah. I saw someone do a calculation. It was like $4,800 worth of gas to open all the boxes if he wanted to open all his boxes. which is nuts. But again, like I don't have any boxes. I watched you open your boxes. The experience was cool. It was literally the same as the last one. You click a button, hit reveal. Ooh, fancy. And then sit and look at these things while you can't do anything with them for another couple months. Woo! Then there's more. 30. How many was the total? 30 something. 32,000 total. I think
32 right? for 28, 32 around that number.
Yeah, something around there.
A good amount of them. I will say.
And then they all got beta passes, so beta passes are just gonna get absolutely dunked on. Price wise.
Do you remember I sold those beta passes for $150? I was like, sold.
Yeah,
but
easy.
Now I'll tell you right now, they're at $15 right now. Those beta passes.
Yeah, so they already got cut in half because they were at 29. But again,
oh my god,
the stuff looks cool. I would say the artwork always looks great. Burnt Toast is literally awesome.
Oh yeah, he's phenomenal.
But yeah, still can't do anything with him. I can't do anything with them because they're still stuck in my self-custody.
Listen, if you have a Photoshop or Canva, you can slap them on your doodle or any other NFT you want because it's yours. That's the good thing about that. But I will say, like you said, it was very similar to the duplicator drop. You click a button, you get the stuff, you reveal things, you get lucky. There was 3 types of rarities. If I'm not mistaken, it was exclusive, grail, and one of one. I was fortunate enough to get 1 grail. And I feel so bad about this, but I got these like brown shoes, and I think the metadata like messed up, and they showed as
I saw a couple
shoes.
Items.
Yeah, they were a little messed up. So I listed it for $500, and it sold in less than 3 minutes. And the person that bought it now has brown shoes, and I don't think he or she wanted brown shoes. So if you're out there, if you come back to the podcast and you can prove to me that you purchased it, I'll give you $20. That's as much as I can do. I just took a plane to San Antonio. It was a little costly. That's probably
the dog was free. I was thinking like this guy was paying like $1,500 for a dog and bought tickets. I was like, man, this guy, money bag RSU over here.
No, not right now. Everything's literally down. We're
down bad.
Yeah, we're down pretty bad right now. But like I said, the experience, awesome. We were able to go ahead and stream. If you do want to go ahead and check it out, if you haven't experienced it, or maybe go and buy one if you want to be in the part of the ecosystem. But like Crier said, you'll just get the items. You can't do anything about it. So maybe wait a little bit. But if you're
they'll be a lot cheaper, just like the last time. Like,
yeah, exactly. They're all down. I'm looking at a bunch of mine that were like at 5, 1,000, whatever, and like listings, and now they're at 100, 200, exactly. Yeah. But if you do want to wait, like Crier's suggesting, probably I should be suggesting, unless you want to buy mine for 1,000, go ahead and go over to Twitch, a Red Sox guy, and you're able to see the live stream where I opened up 3 of those and got some awesome pulls. I got the hollow motorcycle helmet. I got the hollow shorts, like the swim. That was the grail. That was the grail.
Those were kind of cool.
Also, those were pretty cool. I still got them. And then I'm pretty sure I got the gold star glasses. So those were cool as well. So again, shout out to anyone that opened them up. Again, we're just waiting for Doodles 2, and let's see what could go down on that side of things. But I will say, for the actual experience of having multiple of those boxes, pretty upsetting that you literally had to pay gas for every single one. That just blows my mind. There's people that had 20, 30, 40, 1,500.
Yeah.
So I couldn't imagine just sitting there clicking and clicking and clicking.
There was apparently was not through the website, but on the actual contract, there was just do all the boxes at once. So
you don't get the experience though. You don't get the animation.
Whatever. If you're opening 1,000 boxes, he's talking about
you're not there for the experience.
He probably opened like 20 boxes. I doubt he opened 1,000. He's there for resale of unopened boxes.
I don't think it's going too hot. It's not going too hot right now. The resale of the boxes right now.
No, yeah, definitely not. That's what I'm saying his play is like not opening these and selling the wearables. He's just holding on the boxes, I would assume. We got 1,500 of those suckers.
Who knows with them? Right. Always a miss.
They did go up a little bit. What are they at now? They were at 0.12 at reveal. They went down to 0.115 or something like that. I think earlier today yesterday they were at 0.15. Let me check what they're looking at. You looking?
I'm not. If I'm not mistaken, they're at 0.1425 the last time I checked this morning.
Yeah, so they're up a little tiny bit.
A little bit, like 0.02.
Yeah. But they went all the way down to 0.1 and then back up a little bit. But we'll see. There's not very many listed. Only 19% ownership, though. So Franks owns.
Well, yeah, literally the whole thing. Not a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Like 10%. But we'll see what happens. But other than that, Crier, I think that pretty much wraps it up on the blockchain side, the crypto side. We have a good guest next, the upcoming podcast that we have, Web3 games. That's what we're trying to do here. We're trying to test these out, trying to play games. I know you actually picked up the sticks again on the Destiny 2 side. I did not know you were that big of a dog in this game.
Dude, I've
been playing
monster.
Yeah, you're showing me all the things that you have in this game, and I'm like, holy crap! And I'm over here just woo! I got one exotic,
got one blue.
I got one blue. No, but I have a few exotics, the yellow ones. But I'm going to be honest with you, I've been having a blast with this game. Super awesome. Learning about it. I've been playing with some coworkers, some friends. Shout out to Japes.
So the other thing on my side is I played it on an Xbox. So I'm on PC.
Oh my God.
And I'm actually I'm like really bad at it. Like usually I'm like really good at, not really good, but like I'm better at shooters on PC. But I don't know, just like there's too many actions. It's not just click and shoot. You have the
special.
There's a lot of there's like the special
3 gun.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little bit more complicated. So I feel like I might actually use my controller on it for now. But yeah, I played one like Crucible round and just got absolutely demolished. Dude, but I used to play like. Have you played like the Osiris trials or whatever?
Osiris money, but Gambit is next level.
Gambit, I haven't tried.
Like,
that's the
one that
like co-op,
you play.
Right?
It's co-op, but also you're going against another team. And you can go into a portal and go to their side. Dude, it's next. I think it's next level. Let's run it. Like, I love that game mode. It's super awesome. But again, if you are looking for a game, I would highly suggest Destiny 2. It's a free game. You can play it. More than happy to play with you guys as well. The other game on the gaming side, MLB The Show for all the baseball people, which is like 4. MLB The Show 2013 just came out. So if you have a Game Pass, that is free for you. Falls back just if I didn't mention that. And the other thing I did want to mention is on the movie side. We have 2 things coming up. One of them both things this week. Number 1 is the Super Mario movie is coming out on Tuesday at midnight. If I'm not mistaken, those were the tickets. It's like 12:01. It's super weird. So I'm not doing that. I'm not in college anymore. I have a job the next day. You have kids. We can't do that. So we're probably going to go on Wednesday at a normal time, like 7 o'clock in the afternoon. So get your tickets for this movie. It looks phenomenal. The voice actors are great. I still am worried about Chris Pratt being
I think
Mario.
He sounds good, though. I think
he sounds good, but let's see how it goes. But I do think like Bowser, Luigi, the Toad, Peach, like every voice actor is like on point. So let's go ahead and see what happens on that side. The other thing I did want to mention while you're listening to this, I don't know if it's at 12 Eastern or 9 a.m. Eastern. So the Galaxy 3 tickets are going to go live. And if you live in a place like, me in Orlando, and I want to go to the biggest theater in freaking Florida, you got to get your ticket tomorrow. Now, if you're Crier, you can wait till 5 minutes before the movie and you're completely fine. But if you live in, let's say, New York, LA, Miami, big city, please go ahead and grab those tickets tomorrow. I'm buying like 6 for all my friends, and I always get those Regal tickets or Regal points. So free popcorn coming here. But Guardians of the Galaxy trailer is dropping. Like, they dropped a brand new one, and also a brand new trailer for Secret Invasion, which is the Nick Fury show. We got a little alpha into the show, some like rumors and whatnot, and pretty much the reason why Nick Fury is off planet right now, he's not on Earth, is he's because of the fact that he's so shooken up by the death of Iron Man, Black Widow, and everything that went down with Thanos, that he's shaken up. And if you've seen any Marvel movies, that's the one guy that's never. Shooken up at all. So if he's shooken up,
words over here.
Shaken. Let's get out of here. Shaken up. Shooken. That's the Texas in me. That's the Texas.
Shooken up.
Shooken up.
You went to get a dog 4 hours. Now you're back.
First off, I was in Texas for literally like 4 days prior to that. But that's besides the point. But he is shaken up by the fact of all these bad things that happen in the MCU. So let's see what's going to go down. The trailer is dropping during a baseball game. I think it's the Phillies versus the Braves or something like that. So check out the trailer. It will be probably live by the time that you're listening to this, and I'll be freaking out and probably posting it on Twitter as well. Crier,
what's up, baby?
Would you like to end the show for us?
Love y'all. That's the end.
That wraps it up. Thank you so much for tuning into another episode. We'll catch you guys later this week. We got a special guest. Stay tuned. Peace.
Peace.